Playing at Twickenham when you went back there as well. Okay, we got that audio from Chicago. I don't know whether you've heard this or not, because I've saved this to play for you as well. When the All Blacks played up there, the commentary back here, we had a couple of American commentators. Now, because they're calling NFL games, they're kind of commentating the game like that. Have a little listen to this. You love it.
Big running up the middle. That's big number 12, Sonny Bill Williams, 6'3", 243.
6'3", 243.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Eh? They love their sport over there. It was an awesome experience, awesome atmosphere, and I think you could just tell just by the way they got into the anthem. They just love their sport, you know. And
it's a special place, that place too. It's a sacred place for them, Soldier Field, isn't it?
It is, and you could tell just by 60,000 just coming to support the United States game. Most of them probably hadn't even seen a game before, knew what sport they were watching. So,
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's a special place, and it was just awesome to be a part of that.
How's Jared going to go up there, do you think? I mean, it's a tough ask under the best set of circumstances.
Yep. And
he's doing something that, I suppose there's a parallel to what you did. It's just basically a young guy going, hey, I want to have a crack at this and see what happens.
Yeah, you got to respect that, big ups for Jared to go over there and chase his dream. I'm just like you and, every other sporting fan out there, just keen to see how he goes.
Yeah,
and,
man.
I think the other day I was talking to someone that knows his manager, and he's got to sleep in his helmet. That's what they have to do for the first.
Really?
Yeah.
To get used to
part
it.
of their training. So, it's different, but hopefully he goes well.
Yeah.
I'm wishing him all the best.
Sam Burgess, your mate Sammy, obviously converting, and now we don't know whether he had his first game on the weekend for Bath. We don't know whether he's going to be able to make that World Cup squad. Initially, probably playing in the back line and maybe coming off the bench, a bit like yourself when you started. I think they want him in the back row eventually. Tough to learn that back row thing, but he's intelligent. He's obviously a colossus. As a bloke, he seems like a pretty good bloke, doesn't he? So, all of those things. Have you talked to him very much about it?
Oh, not in too much detail, but I spoke to him over in the Rugby League World Cup, and he was just giving me his he just asked what my ideas were on about the transition and things like that, and he said he was probably thinking about going over, and obviously the England coach wants him to play in the backs, but obviously I think his Bath coach sees him long term in the forward. So I think going into the World Cup, leading into the World Cup, I think it'd be good for him for his peace of mind to nail what what role they want him to, and I think it's in their back line at the moment.
And get that done first.
Exactly, and obviously worry about learning the subtleties of the game over time, and just nailing what he needs to do from an England perspective. And I'm pretty sure he'll go well. Just like you said, it's a matter of time. When he will, how long will it take him to pick it up? He's a world-class athlete, so I've got no doubt he will, but it's just a matter of how long until that happens.
When you're playing against guys like this, Bob will be with you in just a second. The DRS, it's 9:23. When you're playing against some blokes like that and you're playing against your mates, I remember when, can't remember what test it was, it might have been in Wellington, and I read afterwards you said that you're trying to put a big shoulder on Minnie, and when you're up against your mate, do you try doubly hard to whack him?
When it's your mate, when it's your, I guess, one of your boys that you grow up with, of course, whenever we played Warriors, Tommy Ludo, I went to school with him, and he's a short fella, small fella, but he can hit. Us back rowers tend to pick on the halves, but he's probably one half that you don't want to pick on, and he used to always come looking for me, so things like that. Yeah, of course.
And get a little whisper to you?
Yeah, little things like that. So
his old man was a legend, man.
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't he?
A finisher.
Yeah, wasn't he?
So,
and that step on him too.
Yeah, that step on him. Tommy didn't go too bad too, but when it comes to players that obviously big personalities in the game, big players in the game, you respect them, but obviously you want to put your best foot forward against them. So you're giving nothing away on the field, but afterwards you have a good yarn and a good handshake because they're mutual respects here.
Bob, hello Bob, how are you, dude?
Yeah, good morning, mate. Morning, Sonny.
G'day, brother.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen, just a couple of things. Firstly, just want to really congratulate you on the birth of your first child.
Nice, mate. Good on you.
And also,
thank you, sir.
The impact that you seem to make and all the feedback regarding your input with your professionalism in either code, whatever you do on and off the field, the feedback seems to be what you bring to lift everybody else's standards. But my question is, I was in Sydney when the story broke, when you got the papers on the Saturday morning, we were in Wentworth Ave in a hotel for the Bledisloe Cup, and read all the papers that morning and all the outpouring and stuff towards you. I when you left the Bulldogs, I just want to know, obviously. How that affected
Bobby, can I just... Bobby, is there a question in here somewhere? It's somewhere. There's got to be a question, mate.
From that, how it affected you and how it's made you look at things, and has it made you better?
I understand where you're coming from, bro. I think at the time, I was just young. I felt like the world was on my shoulders, and I just felt like I was up against it. And I guess, when you're young, you make mistakes, and that was definitely one of them, and I've grown up and matured a lot more, and I think now, looking back at that situation, although it wasn't the best, it probably was the best thing for me to grow, not just as a sportsman, but as a person and as a man, and I feel like I've done that, and I think that's why going back the last 2 years to rugby league wasn't just about playing rugby league, it was about earning that respect back, and I felt like although we did win a competition, got a competition over there, that probably wasn't the biggest thing. The biggest thing probably going back there was just being able to hold my head high, and feel like I had that respect back from the league fraternity. And I guess we all make mistakes in our life, but it's about rectifying those and growing as a person. And I definitely feel like I've done that, bro.
And the thing is that I think I hope that you're never too hard on yourself or anything like that because look, as you say, people make decisions and you can't look back and regret, can you? And one of the things I think that has probably made it a hell of a lot easier is your attitude to it as anything else. I mean, you've never shied away or hidden away. As much as, the kind of the whatever flack has been thrown at you, you've always fronted and said, hey, this is what I'm doing and this is me and so forth. And I watched a quote on the telly with you the other day where you said, look, I could be the nicest bloke in the world, which you probably already are, but if you aren't, and there'll still be people who don't like me.
I think that's just...
Tall poppy, we call it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. That's just life.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who you are, what walk of life you're doing, there's always going to be someone that probably doesn't like you as much as other people. So you can't really dwell on that. And, I'm no different. Obviously, that some of the stuff does affect me. It does hurt me.
It does, mate.
It does hurt me sometimes.
And your family too.
But now, it's just about rolling with the punches and just moving forward and just trying to be happy,
Speaking of which, we've got we've got some boxing to talk about in just a second. Hey, can we ring this? Can we ring this number? The number that I just gave you? 92258. I got this text in here, Sonny. It says, hey team, Marty, what's the chance of getting Sonny Bill to ring this number and leave a message for my son Jared, who turns 7 today? He won't believe that it's you on the phone. Let's dial him up and just leave a little message for Jared, eh? And then we'll get Paddy to tell a little story about because he wanted to come in and meet you, and a little funny story about he thinks you're fantastic, mate. Not as fantastic as Dad, obviously, but I'm just saying, these are on the fantastic scale. Is he answering? Sorry, this is my producer sausage fingers in there, mate. So Haynes actually played for Australia under-19s, Sonny.
Oh, did
he? Yeah, Miles, you can come and say hello, mate. Oh, dude, well, come and get your jacket, dude. God's sake. Played with George Smith and all of those guys.
Oh, nice.
Played against the All Blacks and actually won against the under-19s.
Choice.
Hopefully this is ringing, is it? Okay, here we go. Hello.
Yeah?
Yeah, hello. Hello, is that... Hey, look, this is Devlin from the DRS. We've got Sonny on here. Is Jared around? Because we're going to leave a message.
Oh, yeah, he's at Marty, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, look, do you want to hang the phone up so we can ring back and leave a message?
Oh, mate, that's amazing.
Because that's what... Yeah. Okay?
Cheers, mate.
Okay, so look, we'll ring. Don't answer.
Okay.
Okay, hey. Oh, all right. He's probably thinking that's some kind of gag. Or Paddy, so tell a story.
Now.
Yeah, tell him now. Oh, hang on a second. We're ringing now. All right. Let us know it's Hayden as soon as it's... Tell the story. You got time.
Oh, okay. So the newspaper was next to me in the car, and this was like 2 years ago, and I said, Mum, Sonny Bill Williams...
Hang on 1 second, mate. All right, just 1 sec. Sorry.
Got a job that can wait till early next week. Please leave a message and I'll get back as soon as I can. Thank you.
G'day, Jared. G'day, Jared. Happy 7th birthday, brother. Sonny Bill Williams here, and yeah, hope you have a good day, and your dad and mum spoil your rotten brother. All right, bro.
That's the real Sonny Bill, man. There was him there, okay? There was the real Sonny Bill. Sorry, Pads, I interrupted you. So you're in the car?
Okay, so we're in the car, and I just saw the newspaper headline, and I said to my mum, Sonny Bill Williams does like everything now. He's a rugby player, he's a boxer, and now he's becoming a policeman. And then she said, why is that? And then I said the headline, which was Sonny Bill Williams to join the Chiefs.
Oh, man.
How's that, eh? Brilliant, eh?
Yeah, bro.
You got a box as well, so you're in big training for that. That's you got Coda said out there that there's an announcement coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, announcement in a couple of weeks. Gonna have a fight probably end of January. Get back in the ring. It's been a couple of years, so I'm pretty keen to get back in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think just after last year not boxing, probably felt the worst of, not the worst, but didn't feel as confident and as fit and strong, and didn't start the year like I wanted to in the previous years. And I just think it's a massive way to keep my fitness up, get mentally strong.
Same.
Leading into
Mate.
Leading into this big.
I just
big
love the
World
combat
Cup
side of it. I just love
Chiefs.
the biff more than anything, you know. Hey,
man.
we'll let you go. Just Jeans today, Sylvia Park, 12:30 to 1:30, and then 4 to 5:30. And I know that there's going to be screeds of people there. The great thing, as you see with Sonny after the end of games, and that you always got a word for everyone and a smile and a signature and something, which you give it back to the fans, which we absolutely love. Can we just play you this piece of? We put this together when you came back. When you came back for Counties Auckland,
yep.
And this is what we do in the media. It was almost like Auckland were playing Sonny Bill, right? And so we got together the commentary. Have a listen to this of Just You.
Sonny Bill Williams.
It's Sonny Bill mania. Everybody loves Sonny Bill Williams. Sonny Bill walked out late. Sonny Bill Williams, number 22. He stripped Sonny Bill Williams. Is ready to enter the game. The weapon that is Sonny Bill Williams. Sonny Bill Williams beats 3 or 4 players. First it was Sonny Bill Williams. To see Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah, it's awesome to be back.
Sonny Bill Williams.
Cold, eh?
Cool,
Is that cool?
Yeah, it was cool, bro.
Hey, thanks so much for coming in.
Cheers, man.
Absolute pleasure, eh? All the very best, and not for the sport thing, but for the rest of your life,
Appreciate it.
for your marriage and baby, and for everything else that goes on.